Out how. That's next. Want to be a business success? One local woman says the key is to stay out of your own way. I want you to meet a widowed woman fleeing Vietnam 31 years ago on a boat with her sister, 2 children, and an unborn daughter. The woman gave birth during her journey. Never a moment to recuperate from childbirth, or she'd miss her safe passage.
Now take a look at this picture. It's 31 years later, and the baby girl born on the way to the United States is sitting on top of her own empire and says, you can too. Paula Tutman has the story from Royal Oak.
You're looking at Power in a Pump.
Yeah, I'm glad we extended our hours on Sunday to 8 o'clock. That was smart.
Turn that shoe into a pink pump and that power explodes. The brainchild of 31-year-old Tawny Thieu, who's turned extremely humble beginnings into a $3 million empire.
Our pink pump, private label clothing, accounts for about 80% of our sales now.
Her life story reads like the classic American dream. Born halfway en route to the U.S. As her mother fled Vietnam, the family only had $25 between them.
She picked up the newborn and kept going. There was no pausing. She would have lost her ticket. So we just got on the ship. She hoped they didn't notice me and didn't make her pay another ticket. They didn't, and she took me right along.
But there was a lesson in there for Tawny. Only you can let circumstances get in your own way.
When you don't have anything, you have nothing to lose.
Growing up poor, she turned a dislike for secondhand clothes from her sisters and an early love for shoes and fashion into a 6-property empire. The Pink Pump, with stores in Ann Arbor, Birmingham, Bloomfield Hills, and Royal Oak, and in the worst possible economic times, has opened another store across the street in Royal Oak, P2.
You got the lights, Kelly?
This is really cute stuff. Women may not need, but love to buy. She says step 1 to success, find something you love and then find a way to sell it. For her, it was belts for $9.99, dreamy, sexy platforms, hundreds of dollars in New York, $30 here, and they are not knockoffs. Funky clothes for all ages.
I have women come up to me all the time and say, hey, I bought a whole outfit and it was under $200. I looked great at my event, and that feels really good because I know what it's like to have a budget but still want to look good.
Before she got her business plan, she got her family to buy in, a critical step. If you have children, she says, allow them to contribute something.
I watched my mother, because I was the youngest and she couldn't afford daycare. She would take me to classes with her. I'd sit in the corner, I'd draw, and I'd keep myself busy. But what she didn't know was I was watching her. And I watched her struggle to learn the language. I watched her try to interact with other people, strangers, people she never knew, a place she didn't know. And that really showed me.
Learn how to write a solid business plan. The Small Business Administration is a great resource.
They have tremendous resources to help any individual who wants to start a business but doesn't know how. They will walk you through all the steps. They have great mentors.
Work on your history, starting now. Credit history, purchase history, bill paying history. Every dollar you don't spend now goes towards starting your own business tomorrow. But equally important, she says, find someone who's doing what you want to do and work for them, starting anywhere they put you, so you can watch how things work from the inside.
The hands-on experience showed me what the market was looking for, where I could open up, and it let me know hands-on that this is this is an industry that has room for more growth and that I can still come in and there are no barriers.
Today she has 50 employees, all watching her.
You learn a lot from her conversation from people, her daily interactions with her other employees. Very insightful.
And Tawny's employees will tell you while she's hands-on, she's not a control freak. She's a person who's built a life from refugee to riches.
When I was able to buy my mom a new car, that felt amazing. So to me, that was success versus going out and buying myself something.
And a big secret to success, relish in the art of being underestimated.
I can honestly say that sometimes people think, oh, you're just a little girl, you're just playing, you know, you like shoes, you like clothes. They don't really think of it as a business.
So what do you do when you're underestimated? Use it to your advantage, of course. Tomorrow morning at 6:15, we actually sit down live with Tawny Thieu, and she'll explain the power of underestimation and how it could very possibly work for you too. We'll see you early tomorrow morning. Back to you.
What a great inspiration. I was taking my notes. Well, here's a look at what we're working on for you tomorrow night at 11.
What do your children know about good secrets versus bad secrets?
I don't want children to have to go through what I went through without having a way of communicating.
A Detroit woman shares her story to help parents tackle